Later, everybody.
Wait, by the way, I'm
What?
Spencer Pablo.
No, you're not.
And this is Scott Davenport.
No. I wish I could have pulled off like a mask and go, no, I'm Old Man Withers from the amusement park, Scooby-Doo.
Trying to find creative ways of entering the car. You can't enter a car in reverse.
Well, no, and if this is creative or not, I hit my head on the way in. So, we're just firing on all cylinders.
Man,
Does this car even have cylinders?
it doesn't. This car doesn't have
Has
cylinders.
no cylinders.
It's got magnets.
So we are firing on all cylinders, all 0 of them.
It is. This is the. Hey Scott, what you doing tomorrow? I'm gonna go photograph.
Yep.
Hey, do you want to record a podcast episode?
Yeah. And that second part, I have to admit, was kind of an afterthought. But we were out there doing this thing over downtown, and we got to chatting. Actually, let's roll the clip.
What am I doing today? I am playing with the Breakthrough Photography Dark Filter. It is what happens when you take a circular polarizer and throw in an ND filter and put it in one pretty convenient filter. And I'll see how that goes. Today's little skyline back here. And who else do we have? Scott.
Hello.
Scott Davenport.
Hi, people of the interwebs.
You, sir, are adamant against procuring new hardware, but what do we have behind you?
Oh, this is nothing.
Oh,
No,
okay.
there's a new tripod, new ball head, testing that out. And I'm not against new gear, but it needs to have a reason to get it. And so my reason for this was a secondary tripod for better video, because I can't have a little weaselly one standing next to me in the ocean.
So the topic came up of hardware. I know Scott here doesn't really buy much. What he has use. I haven't purchased anything since the spring. I haven't.
Wow, that's really unusual for you.
I know. Well, I mean, I purchased camera equipment since I bought food, groceries
lying
since.
to me. Oh, it's nothing photography related.
Yeah. I know, that's a long stretch.
I feel like I've been the opposite. I feel like I've been on a purchasing spree.
Yeah.
But most of it's been back end stuff.
Maybe I should get a little stabilizer for these little RX Zeros. Hopefully it's not
We could
vibrating.
use a big one.
Oh! I'm crushing your head.
Ow.
Crushing.
Stop it.
I'm not used to these little RX Zeros.
You just told me a second ago how much
I'm
you've been
using them more and more. I'm using the little button to start recording, but
using the button. It's got 2 buttons. I mean,
It does.
if one turns it on and off, the other one stops and starts the recording. How hard could it be?
he's mean to me. So we're here at Coronado.
Yeah. Getting a good look at the skyline. I mean, sometimes to get a really good look at something, you have to go past the something. In our case, across the harbor.
I started doing a time lapse, as I do.
Quite often,
Uh-huh.
which we've talked about, shown.
But something was happening stage left of the cameras.
Yeah, there are these colorful sailboats. A whole lot of them.
Yeah. So
Would you say 50?
probably, yeah, it was a good chunk.
No, would you say 50?
I would say probably
No, would
48,
you say 50?
50.
Thank you.
So I continued my time lapse because I have to, but I pointed it in a different direction. I've never done that with a time lapse before. Anyway, yeah, we wanted to show you what we're doing before we rush off to the vehicle to continue this year episode.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about these gear purchases you're not making.
Maybe.
Yeah, so we got to talking a little bit about, just gear, and it seems maybe the last 3 months, we've had like this Freaky Friday roll switch type of thing where
It's pretty freaky.
you have not bought any camera related stuff,
Yeah.
and that's really unusual for you.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Unless you're going to Amazon right now to purchase
I'm going
something.
to my account to go see what
to
I did
check.
buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get it all from
nothing
one
since
spot?
February.
I mean,
No, I hit up Amazon, Adorama, B&H.
Okay.
The last thing I bought was in February, and it was a light modifier for a strobe.
yeah.
So yeah, no, I've been cooling my heels with regards to what I have, and I've been finding good uses with the gear that I currently do have. Like these RX Zeros, I have been using these RX Zeros.
You were saying you
more.
use them a ton. Yeah.
They're waterproof. You know what? They're waterproof. It's summertime. I'm going to take them into the pool. That's probably why. As soon as it's winter, these will likely only come out when we record.
Right.
Because the battery life is, you know.
It could be better.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
all right, hang on, copter. We gotta start learning to not record near military bases.
I know. Or it really is because, like, hey, what you doing right now? It's also kind of warm. It has been warm.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, everywhere's been warm.
It's been warm.
I get back to the gear thing. So I mean, cause I feel like I've been on a gear spree.
I noticed,
it's probably an overstatement of the term. And most of it's been back end stuff. You know, it's like, okay, I need ink. I need paper. I got this, capture device for HDMI out because I'm working that into some of the educational stuff I'm doing. God, what else did I get?
A tripod. That's
I got a new
sexy,
tripod,
sexy.
And a new ball head. That was the really big one. That was, I actually ended up buying 2 tripods.
You bought 2
I
of
bought
them?
a second. So this is an interesting story. I was talking about this on my vlog. I actually have another one of those little Mi Photo things because I wanted to get just the ball head because I like the little ball head for the platypods.
Yeah.
And went back and forth with Mi Photo a few times because the one I currently, the first one I had, I could take the thing off.
Yeah.
And the guy I'm talking to is like, I don't understand. You can't remove the ball head from these tripods. Like, really? Because I've been doing it.
I may have just broken warranty.
No, they changed whatever their manufacturing changed, and so the current ones they sell, it's all fixed together. So the ball heads they're little Benros. They're made by Benro, and it's like, all right, looking around for the price of a Benro ball head versus this coupon code I had for a set of legs with the ball head on it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, hell, I may as well just get the second tripod. It sits on my desk and does nothing but hold the webcam.
That's good, because I have seen this tripod. That's probably the best environment for it.
It's a great use for it, and anything that's stable, like if you're doing B-roll, like where we were today, I would have been fine standing that up on the the patch of dirt that we're on. There's no
water, no
waves,
moving wind,
no big wind, that kind of stuff. It's okay for, but it's certainly got its limits.
Cool, man.
So I guess that was the stuff that cost a lot. Those 3 things. I mean, relatively speaking.
Wow.
But yeah, it just seems like a lot of little stuff. Paper. I'm doing a lot of printing, so a lot of different paper, about frames. All that kind of thing. But it's all photo expense related. So maybe that's why I feel like I'm on this spree. It's not like I got 9 new cameras. And, 4 lenses, or
that
probably be better
like...
to get 9 lenses and 4 cameras.
No, for sure. That sounds like 2017 me, but
oh really?
I honestly, because I've heard there are rumors of things coming out, and of the rumors, there's really nothing that I'm interested in. I may actually, I'm going to challenge myself. Yeah. Can I get through Black Friday without spending anything on photo related stuff?
That'll be interesting. That'll be tough too, because the vendors, at least several of the ones that I'll end up buying from, and maybe this is more on the software side of things, they tend to be on
I didn't think about that.
a Q4 rotation.
Yeah.
The newer versions come out in October, November, December, and usually that October, November window, because you got Black Friday, you got you got Photo Plus, you got Photokina in Germany. All that. I think they're doing that every year now. And there's a lot of buzz going around in the industry. It's a good time to time your products for. I don't know about that. Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Well, we'll see. I'm weak when it comes to hitting checkout on some of these things or add to cart.
But you made an interesting point about the whole rumor thing, or the new thing that comes out and so forth. I mean, that's always the to use a terrible analogy, the lens that I look through when I'm looking at a new piece of gear is, what am I going to do with it? Does it really excite me?
Yeah.
Or is it just it's shiny? And I think I want it. If you said don't press that checkout button.
Yeah.
And wait 24 hours. Sometimes that's all it takes to save yourself some coins. Or
that's true. But Black Fridays you have to fire. You have to
those
fire.
Ones, well, it's how it's designed.
Right. So I don't know. Let's see. We'll touch base in November. Hopefully, we're going to have episodes between now and then.
We should. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. and we'll see what stuff Mavic is. I mean, DJI has come out with a new drone. I don't know. We'll see what's up. But yeah, no, we had other than talking about gear while we were out there, we were kind of enjoying the sunset. In San Diego, it is.
Yeah, not bad.
It was pleasing to my eyeballs. But I did something, because you know me, I do the time lapses. I started just doing a time lapse, but then to the left of my frame, off frame, were something interesting. It was like a bunch, maybe 50
About that.
sailboats, and I was like, I gotta photograph this thing. I have a 600 millimeter lens pointing at downtown. I want to photograph that. So I didn't break my time lapse. I let it continue shooting, but man, I pointed it towards those boats. I was zooming, and I was like, I'm just going to continue doing this. So we'll see what happens. I'll process the time lapse, and I'll see what happens.
So that's an interesting exercise. So you're letting the camera fire, say, every 10 seconds, and in every 10 seconds, you have to frame up a new shot.
I got lazy.
Yeah.
I got lazy. You know, these cameras, they do such a good job. Sometimes you just let it do the thinking for you. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to point it, count, boom, takes it. The light looked pretty good, and it was consistent.
I'm glad you got some photos of that, because that was probably the unique thing today at downtown. I mean, downtown, the face of the city changes pretty slowly.
Yeah, so this may be the hardest to watch time lapse yet, but I'm going to put it together because it was interesting. So
you're going to have the raw edit with all of the stuff.
Well, something shiny.
And if you only had about 12 frames, that it's going to whip by.
I might elongate particular frames, but
funny.
oh god, man. Anyway, we're losing light. I'm hungry.
It's going to be dark, so we got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well,
See you next.
Yes. We'll say next week, because it's just September now. We're going to be back on cadence, and it won't be a problem. All right. Later, everybody.
Wait, by the way, I'm Spencer Pablo.
No, you're not.
And this is Scott Davenport.
No. I wish I could have pulled off like a mask and go, no, I'm Old Man Withers from the amusement park, Scooby-Doo.
Wait, that's not even the Mission Impossible.
No, that was
song.
the Incredibles.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Let's go.
All right. Feels like a Friday.